Hello everyone, this is Ether Dragon, and welcome back to another episode of Fire Emblem Heroes. So it's the end of another Astro season, and we did okay this time. Kind of cheesed out on some matches. But it's time for the defense matches for this week. Not terrible. Could have been better, but at this point I'm too lazy to do much more to improve this defense in any reasonable way. It's pretty much at this point more of a what do I want to punish more kind of a deal. Hardy bearing Vantage Leaf is kind of interesting. I can understand the Hardy bearing to counter Vantage stuff, but running Vantage yourself with Hardy bearing, I don't know about that. Cause like, if it wasn't Hardy bearing, Hardy bearing just straight up disables your Vantage, your Desperation, whatever. So that's an odd choice for a seal. If you're gonna combo with Vantage, but we're gonna get the usual legendary Crom shenanigans. Just take out their duo Hector because why not? It's probably because he had the most HP. That's basically how it works. So they're just gonna hit end turn here, but we have ourselves a Panic Manor. So Altina's going to miss the kill here, and Leaf's going to miss the kill, and we're gonna see Olivia also barely live. I didn't get to show their stats there, but Panic Manor coming in clutch there. Kronia barely able to pick up the kill there. But we see healing towers coming in. Full heal on that Duma, so Kronia can't even Vantage if she wanted to. Probably wouldn't have survived anyways, but a win's a win in that case. I do like the double meme Duma in the middle two columns, just because not only is it a popular place for structures, some decent structures, it's just also fun for trolling. Because like having Duma in your front line, generally speaking, isn't that strong. It's usually better to have them either all the way in the back or kind of like middle of your line in giant quotes. There's no real notion of a line, but here, obviously, this is never going to go well. I mean, you just panic played yourself for attack, and yeah, there's Crom here. So, sure, they almost picked up the kill, but if you didn't get panic played there, Crom clutching it out. Omega cheese. This is also only possible. At this point, I didn't even give him max flowers. I now have max flowers on him, so if that happened, then this wouldn't have been close, but that's how it rolls. Here Duma is just gonna do Duma things, so we're just gonna see Elowood struggle to do damage to Bartray because Bartray's defense stat is pretty good. So he's just going to wall and we're just gonna lunge around. But at this point, there's nothing Bartray can do against the likes of Duma and company. Yeah, that's some pretty solid defense. And here we have another team running Bramamon and Legendary Zera. While it's not optimal for scoring, it's like, what are you gonna do? Definitely looks like a hit and run strat. I haven't watched all my replays, so I don't know what's going to happen here. I'm guessing they're just gonna go in on the armored boots Duma and then just leave. That probably seems like the most probable thing they would do. They're just getting set up here. Nothing mind-blowing here. Just probably break, yep, Bright Shrine. I forgot what the structure was called for a second. They're probably going to go in on the Armored Boots Duma now, I would guess. Or not. I don't know why, what I don't know why they would just move Ultina for a turn. It's kind of odd. Also, that choice of location to attack is very interesting. Okay, so they're going in for they're going all in here, which definitely is not a terrible idea. They will be able to pick up the kill on Duma here. I don't feel like that was the smartest play, in my opinion. Actually, it probably was, to be honest. But, well, Elowood had gravity, so he was never going to be able to proc Gale Force, I don't believe. So, that might have, I don't know, maybe I'm overthinking it. I feel like they maybe could have high rolled for the, I would have to do the calcs. They might have been able to do that deathless. I'm not entirely sure there. And here we have the usual dual Alphonse and company. So, yeah, nothing much we can do here, unfortunately. Like, this isn't even a merged up dual Alphonse, but, you'll just see here, they're just going to be able to end turn here because, well, I don't have quite enough bulk on my units to live a hit from them. In particular, Crom's basically the closest thing I have to countering dual Alphonse, because a lot of people don't give him a way to double back. So if he doesn't pick up the one shot, then we can do quite a bit of damage. So there we die by like an overkill of 5 and stuff, and obviously Elowood's not going to live this, and no one's really going to live this at this point. My team definitely runs into a lot of scenarios of, if I didn't die there, I might have been able to kill. Like, they barely kill Duma there. Of course, it's not even a merged dual Alphonse. Plus 10 dual Alphonse can't really do much against him right now. Still kind of thinking about what I could do. Panic definitely wouldn't change much in general, because it's mostly just surviving the counters. And my team, when there's like double Duma, double reds and stuff, not very strong, not a very strong matchup against blues in general. Green, Elowood's a decent enough threat to where greens are kind of suspicious, but like people can still win using Brave Vikes, definitely if he's maxed out and stuff. But it's definitely a bit suspicious to just casually run a green. Like, you're not just going to stroll in with any green and try and deal with Elowood that way. Of course, you can manipulate the AI to a degree and not get Elowood dance, which honestly isn't too difficult. I also just kind of completely forgot that Ogal has attack tactics, so Elowood gets buffed for attack on occasion. Here, Duma just does Duma things and picks up the kill there, and Ultina is just going to face plant into Crom. So yeah, we're gonna see that, and Crom's not able to one-shot like usual, so thanks to Meisterbogen giving like a mini impact, they're able to survive the initial initiation. Okay, Magalt's just gonna pick up the kill there. All right, and I'm guessing he's going to take out Azura because Leaf probably two-shots him. And now it's Duma time, so there we go. It's a couple of weird matches this season for sure, but a lot of rando teams, which is pretty normal. In general, typically don't see much shenanigans going on in terms of, especially for me because I don't score that well during Astra seasons. I tend to get matched up with more of the quote-unquote casuals, giant quotes, that are just up here in tier 21 plus just to be up here for the rewards versus like tier 20 and whatnot. So they're gonna pick up the kill on that Duma, which is kind of an interesting choice, but I mean, it makes sense. I feel like they might have been able to manipulate something there. Nagi with the defense tile, able to barely live, but unfortunately we, Elwood, again, he kills too many things, so he's gonna target the one with the most HP, that's how the AI works, so Nagi is just gonna be able to chill there, except for the fact that he dies to Olivia, so that's good for us, I guess. And they're just going to tag team kill there. Then Olivia has Wodell plus and Luna, so kind of a bit of damage. But at this point, we're out of range of the healing tower. If we were in range, we actually would have lived that. But I mean, what are we gonna do about that? Not much. And here we see a rare Wolt. Definitely have not seen him in a long time. Definitely can be a decent Brave Bow Archer. Of course, being green has its drawbacks, but it also has its benefits. You just gotta work with it. Here we're just gonna get our usual Duma chip damage. That turns off Crom's bow because why not? This team is not... It's good enough to get wins against folks who aren't prepared. Like, this is never going to work out for them, but it's like, it's basically good enough because it just combines a bunch of fundamentals of generic AR defenses I have to deal with because, well, it works, so why not? And here, we see Noe here with 52 defense. And then we have Legault here who doesn't care. That's kind of rare to see that, to be honest. Seeing Legault actually kill something. Definitely need to get some flowers on him because we're gonna look at this replay, and this is probably one of the most interesting replays, I gotta say. For sure. So we have this Canigus here, and I think you know their strategy going in immediately. Just looking at their skill sets. And so we're going to see, of course, this is an example of how if you stack enough stats, then to a degree, you can still tank some stuff. Like, people say armors, of course my defense is not amazing, like it doesn't have turn 1 specials like anywhere. Anywhere. So let's just take a look at this Canigus for a second. They have units to creep the chills. So like Corrin here's absorbing the Bright Shrine. We don't have Dark Shrine, but even if we did, this Canigus has 89 total res bulk, and the Sigrun here has 93. So they also creep that. They don't creep chill defense though, so that's kind of suspicious, but they definitely creep chill res. But anyways, this Canigus here, 48, 52, 60, and then 65 from this, 69, 73, 76, 79 defense. So he has a pretty hefty amount of defense, and of course, he's going to avoid the double from Crom, so he's still going to take quite a bit of damage, and doesn't heal much off of Noontime. Of course, that's kind of how Noontime works. Duma actually lives, which is pretty lucky here. And we have our Legault here, with 47 speed. And this is so sad. Press F to pay respects for my defense kappa. So this Canigus has 38, 43 speed, and Legault has 47, and I have 0 flowers invested into him. So feels bad, man. Of course, Canigus has +6 to all stats, so Legault has 73 attack, Nope, not 73, 83 attack. So he's only gonna do 4 damage because, was that 79 defense or whatever I said? So if we were able to double, because we obviously see Canagus isn't killing here, then we would have been able to proc Luna and get a kill on this Cangus. Because that 79 defense or whatever gets me an extra 39 bonus damage, and you saw that we're doing base 4 damage, so you know 4 plus 39 is 4. It would have been an exact kill, which would have been rigged, of course, but if we had dragon flowers, it wouldn't have been an exact kill because we would have also gone attack and stuff. So a bit unfortunate there, but that's how things go. Not much we can do about it. So they're just gonna hit end turn here, and of course with their setup, Canagus just has too much defense for us, so he's just going to take 0 here. And unfortunately, Elowood has taken too much damage, so he can't pick up the kill on Male Corn without dying on the counter, which is an issue with running Lunge over something like Desperation, but Lunge definitely is useful for getting some extra range and stuff. So here, they're just going to play it pretty smart here. They're going to use Smite here, and so they can grab the last Ether Structure because they don't have a ranged unit. So, unironically, that Ether location can be a troll sometimes. If my units are all clustered up down the middle, it can be definitely non-trivial to pick up that Ether Structure. But yeah, pretty solid play, but if my defense was actually better and maxed down stuff, that wouldn't have been able to happen. But that's how it goes. Also, that Cangus was only +5, so it's totally conceivable that I feel like if my team was actually decent, like I could have infantry pulse on the Gult and toss in some other way to get Chrom a turn 1 special or something. Because any more amount of damage just helps me out, since Cangus can only heal so much off of Noontime. It's like, if you really think about it, if you do like 50 damage, say against Chrom here with Noontime, you heal 15, which is something, but it's not a lot. You could definitely go much better, do a lot better than that. But that's how it is when you don't have any special cooldown acceleration. That's just how it goes. Legault here is just going to put himself in the corner because it's the most optimal location for not being in enemy threat range. So feels dirt, man. He's just going to get cornered, and there's no way for him to get out of there. So dumb. And of course, Legendary Chrom can't pull off any shenanigans here because of the fort location. He would have been able to do something if the fort wasn't there, but if the fort wasn't there, then well, things wouldn't have gone well. Also rigged Chrom one-shot with Luna. So bad. Rigged. It's all rigged, I tell you. Ether Rage is so rigged though. A lot of times I also clutch things out by exact damage or whatnot, so it's pretty yikes. But yeah, the Legault in the corner of the map he's not supposed to be in. 10 out of 10. So dumb. Here we just have another mishmash team. A bunch, definitely a hit and run strat here. Or they could just go all in. I haven't seen this replay, so I don't know what they're gonna do. Or they could just go all in, just attack, murder everything, or as much things as you can, and then call it a day, but not particularly great when you're up against, say, Elowood. So they go in for the smite here. Okay, it's fine. Okay, it definitely seems like they're doing an all-in thing. Yeah, I can see why this went terribly. Elowood's gonna get the Gale Force off here, stealing Legault's kill Kappa. Crom should just be able to pick up the kill there. And yeah, it's already over. Because Crom versus Altina and Naga, not great for them. Of course, Crom doesn't have his bow active, but it doesn't matter because he's blue and has low attack defense. So that's just going to finish it off right there. So pretty derpy week. Legendary Crom definitely doing something, at least. Now at this point, he has the 5 Dragon Flowers. You might have noticed his HP go up to 50. And the memes still go on. I still haven't even put an actual C skill for Elwood. Ward Cav does absolutely nothing here. Almost anything else would be better. Like maybe Defense Smoke? I don't know about Defense Smoke. That'd be a little weird. But Speed Smoke actually would be pretty viable, to be honest. Like well, then again, Speed Smoke doesn't affect the target that he attacks, so I don't know. Something other than Ward Cap for this team. Also, thinking if I want to do something like, I do like HP Speed Seal here though, because 37 speed is decent enough to where he can avoid a couple doubles, but not a ton of doubles, and maybe he can double stuff, but he definitely needs to be in the 50s and stuff in speed if he wants to start trying to actually double things. So I don't feel like I'll be doing that anytime soon. And Olivia, I still have yet to merge up to max, so we'll see what we do when we get there. But definitely considering maybe like just bringing in Seliph and running Elwood during Dark Season. I don't know about that though, because now that I think about it, maybe that would be decent with double Sothis. Well, no, not really. Could run Hardy Burying on him with like Glacies and have him try 1v1 bike. But that wouldn't work very well. He only gets 45 speed. So that's not very good against folks that invest a tiny bit of speed into Brave Ike and company. But here it just looks like we're gonna get top 10k pretty easily. Definitely not top 6k. Have to basically be tier 26 at this point, or high tier 25 I believe for that. Could be wrong, I have no idea, because I don't score enough during Astra season for that. And here in Allegiance battles, we only keep going down. At this rate, I might get kicked out of a top 1k Allegiance battles when it's not water season, so that's kind of spoopy. Because it's like, this is my team for Allegiance battles, which is already pretty... it's probably because people use pair-ups and abuse blessings, which is why my score does terribly, because if people weren't using blessings, I don't feel like I'd be ranking that low, because sure, I don't have max investment on SP on these two, but it's something. But yeah, Arena, Cakewalk because Legendary Mark bonus, but I had nearly not even close to enough scoring to use Legendary Marth, unless I like swapped blessings and did a bunch of things to maybe have a chance. I don't know what the cutoff is at all, so I just knew it was going to be higher than my max roll -2, which is 752 with this team, because obviously it's not using any fire blessings. Yeah, here Arena Assault, just outside top 1k again. This is the same team I use this team for both Allegiance Battles and Arena Assault, so if we boost our score range up by like 2 or 4, 4 would be definitely pushing it, but if we manage to do that permanently, then I feel like we would have a chance at fishing for top 1k every week, even without blessing abuse. So that's something to totally look forward to in like the next couple of years, Kappa. But anyways, we'll be back when the results come in, because I don't expect any more replays at this point. Well, looks like we got a rare close to the end of the season match, so here we go. Okay, looks like this advantage strategy definitely gonna have a bit of problems against, especially at only +1. Gonna definitely have some problems against Chrom. Virion at +10 is pretty nice for the support. Kinda surprised to see him being used on offense. Kinda makes sense, but it also doesn't. He doesn't have Bolt Tower or anything for chip damage, so the Chrom matchup is just a nightmare here. Of course, because he also doesn't have any healing, Chrom's bow is inactive, but I mean, does that really matter? So it looks like they're probably just going to... Okay, interesting choice, because now they're stuck under Panic Manor. Like, why would you ever do this? Like, you have Virion and stuff. You can break that Panic Manor if you want to. You can just... Yeah, this is just never gonna work out. So, no derpy movement going on here, so... Easy Duma kill there, but Altina versus Chrom again, especially with Luna and defense tile, that's just not going to end well, but the Galt's just going to even one-shot here, so yeah, not great for them. Another kill for the Galt. The Galt's on fire, Kappa. And Eloid picking up the one-shot so he doesn't Gale Force, but now Chrom's just applying pressure, so it's basically over at this point. Chrom probably can even one-shot here. Or not. Actually, no. Probably not, because Urion's defense stat isn't mind-blowingly high, but that's definitely going to be it. I highly doubt there'll be any more replays, but we'll be back when the results drop in. And here we go. The usual shenanigans. Top 10k by Sliver. Because really, it's like if you goof one match even, things go downhill really quickly. I think I'll just go ahead and... That's not right. Because my infantry school, like none of my schools are leveled up. I probably should at some point, but I'm just doing other things instead. We're back to the old defense, except we're trying out Lilina with Glimmer. Not going to go well, obviously, but she might do something. Maybe might get a kill with, what is that, 75 attack or something. It might work out, and she comes with chill res, so that's something for Sonya and company. So, Also just kind of figured it doesn't really matter what we put on Sothis, because she's probably going to die anyways. So, yeah, we're just going to deal with that some other way. And also on a side note, it doesn't really actually matter. That's the wrong place. But, keeping our HP on Sothis low means we can out-creep Sonya's HP against, like these two folks' HP against even Pulse Tie. So they have to get through both Sothis's first before lowering the cooldown of their specials, but at the end of the day, it's not going to make much of a difference. Anyways, Allegiance battles. Slowly creeping down. I have no idea when I'm going to just casually drop out of top 1k with an over 1k score consistently at this point, but it'll happen eventually. So we've got to be ready for that. And back to tier 21 to get immediately kicked out again. There's not really much we can do about that. Arena Assault. Pretty close but no cookie. Not even close really. At this point, you almost always need to be over 5,300 for top 1k, I believe. So we just need to build a stronger scoring team over this if we want to not have to build up legendary heroes from other seasons, but we're probably going to do that anyways because, well, we're already like over halfway there on, say, legendary Julia, I have 2 copies, so technically she could be +7 right now. So basically almost done. Alm is like 10 years away from being done, Kappa. But anyways, that's gonna be it for this episode. Thanks for watching. As always, this is Ether Dragon, and hope to see you all next time. Bye!